Hi guys, it's Sue. I'm just here today. I've really been lately struggling with my inspiration and mojo, and I absolutely love this stamp set, and particularly that skeleton leaf that I just showed you. And I used to have these in the shop. They're no longer, they're all sold out, sorry, but I decided I wanted to try and use this stamp and many more of my stamps in different ways other than just stamping them flat on a page or on a tag or that type of thing. So I had this little idea that I might try and make a pocket with this leaf. So I'm currently just looking for an ink pad, and I'm going to use the Fern Green Archival ink. I'm just going to stamp it on this coffee dyed card that I've got. It's about 250 GSM card, and I'm only stamping, I'm not stamping down the stem because it's quite fine. And then I'm actually going to just cut that out, fussy cut it out once I've stamped it. So it's a really beautiful stamp. I've used it so much, and it comes in 3 sizes. So small, medium and large. The only thing I have found, I need to stand up and press down on it because it's the fine detail, just to try and get all that detail out. So I've missed a little bit on the sides there, but it doesn't matter. It's not exactly perfect, but it is good enough for me. So as I said, I'm just going to fussy cut that out now. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So I finished cutting that out now. What I need to do is I need to have a back piece to this pocket, a piece that's going to be glued down to my page. And I could have stamped the leaf again, but it's not in reverse, so it wouldn't fit perfectly. So what I've decided is I'm just going to trace around that with a pencil, and then I will fussy cut that out again. And that will act as the back part of my pocket. That piece has now been cut out, and you can see that they don't fit perfectly, but once it's glued down onto the page, it won't matter. And I'm also going to ink around the edge. So what I need to do here now is to make a couple of gussets, because I want to be able to put some bits and pieces in there and have a little bit of room. I don't want to make it too bulky, so out of that same cardstock, I'm just going to cut a 1-inch piece of card, and then what I'm thinking is that I will score it at the 1/4 inch mark. First of all, I'm measuring the length of that I need, so it's about 3/4 inch. So cutting 2 3/4 inch pieces, so 3/4 inch. No, 1 3/4 inch, sorry, by 1 inch. And then I'm going to get my scoreboard, and I'm going to score each of those little pieces at 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch. And that's going to form the gusset. So once again, once I get it positioned, I'm going to do 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and then 3/4 inch. If I did it again, I would cut I would score the longer strip and then cut those smaller bits after. It's just a little bit fiddly trying to hold on to those little bits there and score them. So I've done both of those exactly the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fold them concertina. So down and then fold it the other way and so forth. Is that what you call it, concertina? And then you have like a little M. So do that on both of those. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink all my edges and just very roughly ink them. And I'm just using Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. I'm just trying to cover up any little bits and pieces that might be seen, just so that if you're looking at the pocket from different angles that you can still see some of that nice vintage colour. So I came up with this, some of my best ideas I come up with at night when I can't sleep. So this is another, like a 2 o'clock idea. And most of the time I think I should just get up and make it and get it out of my head. But I'm always frightened, for want of a better word, that I'm just not going to, I'll wake myself up and not go back to sleep, and then I'm going to feel absolutely atrocious the next day. So I was keen to get up this morning and actually make this. So on that little back piece, you can see I've put a little cross down in the bottom. That's mainly just so that I know that that will face the wrong side of the stamped image, because it will be the reverse of the stamped image, if that makes sense. So now I'm just gluing the gusset down, and I'm just going to put it just to as far to the side as I can. And I'm just going to glue one side down. Now I've got it so that the valley is facing into the pocket, so that allows you to put some more extra tags and that sort of thing. And then I'm going to glue the other one on the other side exactly the same way. This ends up being a really easy little pocket, but so effective and just something different. Just throwing the gusset away there. And glue everywhere, as per usual. So I think you can see what I'm trying to do there is just make a little bit of extra room in the pocket. And just positioning them. This doesn't, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just so that it works and adds that little bit of space in the pocket. So just making sure that that adheres down properly. Now what I'm going to do is just glue down the bottom and then on the top of each little gusset piece there. So this is just to seal the pocket closed. And then I'm going to pick the back piece, and that with the pencil cross mark that I did, put it downwards, and then that will be the reverse of the stamped image. So I'm just pressing down, making sure that it all adheres well. And there you basically have the pocket. And you can see it's got the gusset inside there. It gives you so much more room to put tags or journaling cards, that type of thing in. Then I thought, I might do a little bit of decoration. So I'm not going to go overboard. I just want it to, I think the beautiful stamped image of the skeleton leaf speaks for itself really, but I just felt that it needed a little something. So I've got a little pouch of Tim Holtz and other die cut pieces that I've cut out and put Dimensional Magic on. So I'm dragging those out, and some labels, some stamped images, and I'm going to have a little bit of a play and try and do a little bit of decorating. So I've done some really simple decorating there, and I've just pulled a couple of tags out of my stash behind me, and I'm just putting them. They don't necessarily relate to a nature and botanical themed journal. That's too big, won't fit in there, but you can see that's 2 tags, and I've still got plenty of room in the pocket. I could probably easily put 5 tags in there if I wanted to. So I will make some tags to relate to the journal, a couple of journals that I want to make. And I just thought I would show you, this is a journal that I'm working on at the moment. It's only just started, but you get the idea. You could glue that fully down, which is probably what I would do, or you could just glue down 3 sides of it and have another pocket at the back. But I think with about 5 tags or journaling cards in there, you wouldn't really need anything more in the back, but that's totally up to you. All right, guys, I think that's really cute. I'm glad that it worked out. Hope you're all keeping really well. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.